Hey everyone, the world's heating up and NATO's turning savage. Today, we're diving into a major move that's shaking up the entire globe, a defense spending target that'll make the Eastern Bloc sweat bullets. Not 2% anymore, but a whopping 5% of GDP. Wild, right? So here's the story. After getting pushed and pressured by none other than Donald Trump, the former US president who's back in the spotlight, NATO leaders finally agreed to jack up their defense spending. Big time 0.5% of their gross domestic product. Yep, their entire GDP will be poured into weapons, military upgrades, and all that war gear. That's way beyond the previous 2% target. Trump, who showed up in The Hague, Netherlands, said, "We scored a big win here." And of course, he's hoping that extra cash will be spent on buying American-made weapons. Makes sense, right? The money goes right back into Uncle Sam's pockets. But hold on a sec. In the middle of all this excitement, there's one NATO member who's slacking off: Spain. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, or as some call him, the Matador, straight up admitted that Spain can't meet the 5% target. The result? Trump didn't hold back. He threatened to punish Spain with new US tariffs. Ouch. Why is NATO going full beast mode all of a sudden? Answer: Russia. Ever since Vladimir Putin, aka El Moscowy El Nazar, invaded Ukraine back in 2022, fear has been building across Europe. They're scared that Russia might launch an attack on Western Europe next. Sounds familiar? That's right. It's giving major Cold War vibes. So now, NATO wants to level up. Stronger, more militarized, more battle-ready, and yeah, deadlier. Now, just so you know, this 5% isn't for this year alone. No, it's a 10-year goal. Here's the breakdown. 3.5% of GDP goes to core defense, troops, weapons, military vehicles, even army underwear if you will. The remaining 1.5% is for broader defense support like cybersecurity, pipeline protection, and upgrading roads and bridges to handle heavy military gear. It's basically a throwback to early Cold War strategy, when the fear of Soviet aggression pushed defense budgets through the roof. Now, NATO's not hoping for peace anymore. NATO is prepping for war. Let's not forget that 2% spending goal was set back in 2014, right after Russia annexed Crimea. But guess what? By 2023, only 11 out of 32 NATO countries actually hit that target. It wasn't until 2024 that the number jumped to 22 countries, thanks to the ongoing war in Ukraine. Now jumping to 5%? That's a massive leap, my friend. If all NATO members actually commit to spending 3.5% of their GDP on core defense, we're talking about a defense market worth $1.75 trillion. Yeah, you heard that right. Trillion. That's big money. And yes, in the end, guess who's raking in the profits? The United States, baby. Because who else is going to fill all those military orders? You bet, American defense contractors. With all these signs, many analysts are starting to say, this is the beginning of Cold War II. NATO isn't banking on diplomacy anymore. They're loading up tanks, drones, missiles, warships, and don't forget, loading up on profit too. So what do you think? Is NATO really preparing for an open war? Or is this just strategic posturing, a big bluff to keep Russia in check? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who love global power plays and military money moves. See you in the next video, folks, where the world keeps spinning, the stakes keep rising, and the strategies keep getting bolder. Peace out, or should I say, prepare for war?